Hey guys, it's Crazy Comic Lady here, and this was the picture I was doing for day 12 of the Avatar challenge that I created with Drawing with Waffles and Renee Violet that we've been doing on Instagram. So probably by the time this video goes up, the challenge will hopefully be completed, so you can always pop over to Instagram to check out like all the other pictures we did for all the different days. So this day was worst Avatar couple. Which characters from the Avatar universe do you think would make like the worst romantic couple? And I mean, this day was actually like my choice of day when we were putting the challenge together. I was like, I really want this day in the challenge because I want to draw Azula and Sakura, because seriously, they make like the worst flipping couple. Like, that would just not work. Azula would just get so annoyed with Sakura like all the time. And it would just be awful. It would not work at all. So I really wanted to draw these two, and you can't see because it's not in frame at the moment. But I actually drew her standing on Sokka's foot, and actually that kind of first turned out like as an accident because I was sketching it out, and their feet were in similar places. So now I was like, okay, I'm just going to draw her foot on top of his because it would be funny. But yeah, I coloured this on a live stream, so there's like, I had to do a lot of editing to like edit out the bits where I was like stopping and reading the chat and stuff, which if you guys use Windows Movie Maker, you'll know that is a right pain in the butt, because Windows Movie Maker is not the best editing thing in the world. But never mind, it worked. And I actually forgot something on Azula's outfit, and I'm not sure like if any of you have spotted it yet, but I didn't notice until like several days after I finished the picture that this thing was missing. But I was like looking through Waffles' pictures on Instagram, because she also drew Azula in this red dress, and that's what made me want to draw this dress, was because Waffles did her in this dress, and I was like, yeah, Azula looked more like a princess when she like wasn't like in her battle armor and stuff. She looked better when she was more princessy. That's just how I kind of feel, because I liked her because she was a princess. She should have like pretty clothes and stuff, but I guess she was more of a warrior princess, really. But anyway, the point is, I noticed on Waffles' picture that there was like this bit hanging down at the front, and then I was like, oh poop, I've forgotten it, because then I saw it in the Avatar art book, and I was like, oh poo, I've left that out. So I ended up having to add it in afterwards and try and colour over like the bits that I'd already coloured. And after a while that gets really hard when you're building up huge layers of wax with Prismacolor pencils, and you're like, ah. But it kind of sort of fits in the final picture. You don't notice that it was added on afterwards, so it sort of works. So yeah, I did this on a live stream, and I only recorded 2 of the days. That's just because I happened to be streaming, and I was actually streaming on really low quality, which is why sometimes when I move my hand across the camera, it will pixelate out for a second. But luckily, I was surprised actually like how good the low quality setting was on live stream, because I didn't think that the footage of this would be usable. But then I was like, oh, you know, this could actually make a video, so yay! But I also recorded day 13 as well, which was Tea Party with Uncle Iroh, and that one was really fun. So I'm really glad that those were the 2 that got recorded, because they were kind of like 2 of my favourite pictures from the day. But yeah, it's been so much fun doing the challenge, like just seeing everyone else like upload their versions of the days and stuff. And like for this day, lots of people picked Sakura and Azula, so they were kind of a popular worst couple. But there were some really, really funny days as well, so I'll put a link to the challenge in the description on Instagram, so you'll be able to like scroll down and look at like everyone else's pictures that they were doing for all of the days, because it was really fun like seeing what people came up with. I know one person did May and Momo, and I thought that was just a really funny couple. But yeah, there's some really like really good ones. But yeah, It's kind of, it got really stressful though, because like Waffles and Renee were putting so much effort into their pictures, like words failed me, but an extreme amount of effort into their pictures, and it made me feel that, okay, I ought to be putting more effort into my pictures. So I felt I kind of needed to like colour them and stuff, and it's just, by the time I hit, I think it was either this day or day 13 or 14 or something, I was like, oh, I'm so done with this challenge, I want it to be over. So I kind of, there are some pictures I didn't put as much effort into just because I was like rushing, and I was also, it got really stressful because I was I'm also trying to plan, I was trying to plan at the time the trip to Canada that I'm taking, which is mostly a medical trip. So I'll be going to Canada on the 3rd of September, so I'm not sure when this video is going up, before I leave definitely. So yeah, I'm going to be going to Canada to see a medical specialist called Dr. Khan. He's a Canadian, and he invented a technique called laser light therapy, which can actually, it has this effect of causing your body to produce more collagen, and it also shuts down chronic pain conditions. And I have a condition called EDS, which is a really horrific condition that's got no kind of treatment available at the moment, not in the UK anyway. So anyway, we're going to go see the specialist and see if he can help me. And yeah, I'm meeting Renee there as well, which will be really fun. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm mentioning it again. But yeah, that's going to be so much fun, and we're going to go to the Fan Expo, and I was so excited because my all-time favourite actress in the world was going to go and be there, Kate Mulgrew, Captain Janeway, and then last minute, she's cancelled! And it was like, my face when I found out she was cancelled was like a little animation of just, if you just imagine a blob just turning into this like sad face, and then like shattered, here's shattered glass, and just my dreams being crushed at that moment. And I was like, Janeway, how can you do this to me? I wanted to come to the expo mainly to see you. That was pretty much the only reason. And oh man, I was so sad. I was like, no, it's 15 years dream, a 15-year-long dream that I've wanted to meet her ever since I was 12. So I was sad. But anyway, I'm over it. I'll be over it. But yeah, I'll be gone for most of September, so I apologise in advance if I'm unable to reply to comments and don't get back to you. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoy this avatar challenge picture. And yeah, wish me luck on my medical trip journey to Canada. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back.